Hey guys, I just wanted to do one last video about activities, like physical activities, things that you can and can't do, that sort of thing with an ostomy bag. I at first thought that I couldn't go swimming. That is a myth. You can swim and have a full blast, do whatever you want to do in the pool, time at it. I hesitate with going into jacuzzis only because of the other yucky mucky that's usually in jacuzzis, but you can go into a jacuzzi, no problem. The only thing that I recommend when swimming is that you don't go in with a new bag on. I recommend changing your bag right after. There's just, you'll get stuff, the water sticks to the bag and you don't know what's really in the pool. So and it's an area that you really want to keep clean. So excuse me, unless you are showering, if you go swimming in a lake, if you go to the beach, anywhere basically that you're out in public and you're in water where public people use the water, I would highly suggest putting a new bag on once you get home. It's not something you have to do right away, but just once you get home, make sure you just change your bag and clean it up. And the other thing was about hiking, biking, any of those things you can do. No problem with the bag. There is no limitations at all. The only thing that I found is running for me right now is a little bit of an issue. I'll show you. I have a full bag right now, but let me show you. See, you can tell that my bag is full because she's nice and big. Looks like I have a thing there, but if you look on this side, not so much. So anyways, I tend to get pain right in here when I go running. I don't know exactly why, but I am assuming that it is purely, oh, my pants are dirty. I'm assuming that it's because I have a weak abdominal wall. And so I just don't go go running as much as I did before I had my surgery. However, it is something that I am starting to progress up to because I know that you can run with an ostomy. What I did in the beginning was I used an ostomy belt. It just kind of helped me feel more secure, helped me, I would get like weird, just, I guess I call them growing pains in my stomach if I didn't use my belt. Most belts are covered by insurance. I can do another video about belts if anybody is interested in, especially the measuring of the belt and things like that. So, so you can run, you can bike, you can hike, you can really do anything that you did before having a bag. And to me, even more so because you're not tied to having to stick around a bathroom all the time. I remember going to a baseball game once and not being able to eat anything. And I had one chip and I had to find where the nearest restroom was as soon as possible. And I was there for, I don't know, 2 innings. And it was such a horrible time. Since my bag, I can have the chips if I want. I don't recommend it just because I try to eat clean, but I don't have to look for the nearest bathroom. I don't have to rush to make sure that, I'm the first in line just so that I can make sure that I don't have to wait or miss. I get to live my life. What else? What was the other thing? Oh, weightlifting. You can weightlift. You can work out like you normally do. However, I recommend taking it very, very slow. Your risk of a hernia when you start incorporating weights and doing abdominal like crunches and things like that, your risk of hernia is a lot greater. So if you're going to start weightlifting, make sure that you use a belt and make sure that you are using proper form. Start with light weights, progress up from there, but just make sure that you are using proper form and that you're taking it very, very slow in the beginning. You will quickly learn how your body works best. And I'm a firm believer in listening to your body. When I first started, I can do another video on that as well, is when you start incorporating food back into your diet, pay attention to how each food makes you feel. And the reason why I bring that up is when you're working out, pay attention to what your body feels like. When you're hiking, when you're biking, when you're doing whatever physical activity it is that you want to do, pay attention to how your body feels. The first couple of times you want to, yes, you are going to take it a little bit slower. You may not be able to hike for 5 miles like you really wanted to, but hey, if you can get a mile in, that's awesome. So just make sure that you're doing little things to progress slowly into a more active lifestyle right after surgery. But otherwise, there's nothing that your bag can hold you back from. For those wondering if you can have kids, you can still have kids. I still have an active sex life. I can do a video on that as well. Well, not the details, but you can still live a completely normal life. Anyways, signing off.